Hi everyone, my name is Helen Hales. I'm from Team Hales Squad, as you can see down here, and I'm going to show you how to edit your YouTube video, and in this particular one it's how to insert annotations. Now those are the little like speech bubbles with writing in, or how you get someone to click on subscribe. That can pop up for people to click on. And the good thing about annotations is that especially if you're doing a video where you're teaching people something, or you've got a business that you're offering to someone, things like that, and you forget to say something, or maybe it's not as clear as you thought it was at the time when you were making the video, annotations are absolutely brilliant for putting in that bit of information that you missed out, or adding a bit of fun to it, making it humorous. I love to add annotations in my videos. I think it just makes it really good. Let me just mute my I should have done that already. Mute my computer. There we go, and now we won't have that bleeping. Great. So I'm going to share my screen so that I go over to my YouTube video. So I'll take off my banner at the bottom, so you can always watch this again if you want my Facebook to friend me there. So I'll take that off and screen share, and I will show you exactly what I do. So I've gone over to my YouTube channel. So these are my videos, and this one here I've uploaded and I haven't made any annotations yet. So this is literally in my video manager. So if you don't know how to go there, you can click in video manager here, or it should be over the side all the time. And then that will bring up your list of videos. So I'm going to click on edit here, and that will take me through, and there's various thumbnails you can choose, looking very delightful in most of them as always. And I always set my video to private when I upload them, so that I can do these little tweaks, and then I'll change it to public when it's ready. Otherwise people can see it straight away and it might not be how you want it to be. So I'm going to click on annotations here. I'll go through some of these other things in a different video, but for now it's annotations. So this video is something I'm doing. I'm going to mute it a minute. So I will add an annotation straight away at the beginning of my video, and I will make it last the whole way through for giving people the option to subscribe. So I've added a note. I just clicked in there, and you can do whatever you like, whatever you feel is good. And so I will write can't spell, subscribe here, and I always do a smiley face, and I always change the font bigger. 28 is far too big. I will demonstrate just so that you can see. Absolutely huge, takes over way too much of the screen even when you've tweaked it. So 16 is good. I will grab the corner and drag it, and I tend to make it 2 lines so that it's a nice big box, and the reason for that is so that when you put it where you want it to be, quite often when people are watching these on a device, there are bars that come across the top or the bottom of your video that can hide this. So if I do it on one line like so, when that bar comes across, you can't hover over it to click it. So that's really important there, that you just make it just that little bit wider, and then by all means use the colours I am, but this is just what I do on every single video. I choose blue. I do have it black or white here, so that makes it black font, but I'm choosing white on this occasion. So you can change the font, the colour here, and that's the background colour there. Okay, now sometimes you'll notice that, say for instance, the background is dark and then you've got black writing. You need to check out your video after to make sure that you can actually see what's written on there. I've seen that on videos before where you've really got to struggle to see what they've written. So do check that afterwards. And then I'm just going down a bit to drag the box. So this is the box that's turned up for me creating this note. And if I get the 2 arrows like that, I can drag that all the way to the end of the video. And because I didn't do it right from the start, you can see here it's 0.4 seconds in, so I will drag it all the way to the start. If you change your mind, obviously you can drag that to be smaller, that you don't want that to start until, I don't know, 20 seconds in. And then when you get the 4 arrows like that, that means you can move it. So that can help you start it at the beginning, but you don't want it to be right at the end, and so on. But I like my subscribe to be the whole way through. So to make someone able to click through that to subscribe to your channel, you click on the link button here, and that opens this up. So it's not a video that I'm linking it through to, it's to subscribe. So I will choose this one here, and then you need to put your name in, your YouTube name. Now I am known as, sometimes that pops up when you're writing in your name, that's fine, just keep going, Superwoman Helen, and then I will save that. I don't necessarily publish every single time because I'm adding more annotations in, and I'll publish at the end. So then I normally hit play, and I'm listening to what I'm saying, and if I'm not explaining something properly or I've missed a bit of information out, then I'll add an annotation. And I'll time it, so I'll wait until I've finished the sentence, and then I'll put a speech bubble, and I will say, so say for instance I said there are 2 ways to do this. Well then, if I was wrong and there are 3, I'll put something like, there are 3 actually, exclamation mark. And it just makes it fun, and it gives the correct information out without you having to redo a whole video. There's no point, if you've spent the effort making a video and most of it's alright, and it's just the odd bits that, you know, you think, oh, I wish I'd said that, or I wish I'd done that. This is how you do it. So there are 3 actually, and then I'll carry on talking. So you won't necessarily want this to last as long as the default of how it comes up. So I will tend to shrink that down, and sometimes as skinny as that is enough time, depending on what I'm saying after. If it's a point you want to make for a while, then obviously you stretch that out to exactly how long you want it to last for. Another thing I want to show you is down here, you can expand how big the time is. So can you see now, I now have 10-second increments, and that makes it easy if you definitely want it to last 10 seconds, or if you're listening to the video and it ends somewhere, even going bigger than that, it really helps, because you can hear the word ending and you pause and then you drag it to where that word ended, so that if you need your message here to disappear, then it does exactly when you want it to. Okay, so I'll drag that back, and then I'll make one last annotation to show you how to link a video. Alright, so say I want to link my video here. So I'll just pause that. Add, I'll just put a note, and I'll write check out my video on the London Eye. And again, I'll make it bigger, because believe it or not, although it doesn't look too bad here, on some devices it will be tiny. So that's my advice, to make it 16 every time. So I'll put that up in that corner. And I need to link it. Click this box again. Now this time it is a video, so I can just leave that. And I don't often do the other things. I don't do those 2, and I don't do that, and I don't do a fundraising project. Most of the time, all I need to do is my subscribe and link to other videos that I've done. So I will click in there, ready. I need to go and open up. So I'm right-clicking here to open YouTube up again in a new tab. And then go back into my list of videos, Video Manager, and now I need to find my one about the London Eye, so I'm going to go down It's not that one. As you can see, I've done a fair few videos. Got to remember when we went to London now. So a bit further down, here it is. So I will click on the London Eye link, and this that comes up here is what you want. So I'm going to pause that because it's slowing everything down. So I'm going to copy this link, right click, copy, go back to where I was, right click, paste. So that's now the address, but before you save, just put open it in a new window, because if they still want to see the end of your video, there's nothing more annoying than if it overrides it and you've got to go back. And so always make sure you open your stuff in a new window, and what it'll do when they click on it is it'll pause this one, but it will open it up in a new window to the London Eye one. So I will now save that, and then they can go back to this one to watch the end of it. So that's important to do as well. And then I will publish those. If you don't click publish, your video will still work, but if the annotations haven't come up and you're like, well, I've just done all my annotations, where are they? It's because you haven't clicked published. Okay, so I can click published even though in my info and settings tab my video is still set as private. I haven't put it over to public yet. So that's the end of my annotations training. I just click back over to where I am and get off there. I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to find out how to do other things for editing YouTube, like I cut my videos, for instance, and I add music, and I add, like, I don't know if you noticed on that video that I put in, my name slid across and then it left the screen. I do all sorts of things like that, editing videos. So watch out for other videos that I'm doing on how to cut really good videos on YouTube, and I'll see you there.